Hello, this is Robert Cassis, and I'm here with Cedric Bond and Gabe Nichols, the running mates for student body president election here at Covenant High School. And I'm here to ask a few questions about their plans if elected president and vice president. What is the role of student council, and especially the president's role in leading it?
Well, the role of student council president, student body president at Covenant High School here is to encourage the student body to fellowship with one another and with Christ through activities, class competitions, and communion with Christ.
As a follow-up question directed to you, Gabe, what is the vice president's role?
Well, the role of the vice president is actually very similar to the president's role. He is supposed to lead student body, but by leading, he is to serve. His first job is to make himself least so that others might be raised. He's supposed to facilitate the fellowship of the student body, and one of the most important roles, he is supposed to be a check to the president's power. He's supposed to be his most honest critic and his best and most trustworthy friend.
Still with you, Gabe, what new events do you plan to bring to CHS next year?
Well, Robbie, Cedric and I have a number of new events in mind. There's a couple of them, and we're going to keep a couple of those secret, but two of the really cool ones are going to be, one, ice blocking. This is a fantastic event where we get huge blocks of ice and ride them down grassy hills. Sounds crazy, but it's going to be all the more fun for that. The other one is going to be actually lunchtime foosball tournaments. And there's a lot of new stuff going on with that, but we're hoping that that'll become a daily part of our lunchtime.
And to you, Cedric, what about the old events?
We will definitely be keeping some of the CHS staple events, some of the like the harvest party and the mystery dinner, and also we thought the prayer breakfast that Laddie introduced last year were a great way to start out a morning. We'll also be revitalizing the old events and starting some of our own traditions, like the jail, which was a wonderful way of fundraising for the banquet. And we'll definitely bring back hammer slogging at the harvest party as one of my personal favorite events.
Gabe, how are you going to involve the entire student body, since over the last couple of years that has been quite an issue?
Well, the trick is engaging everybody. Coming from the top down, we'll be going to as many people individually as possible. Also, very detailed publicity. More and more, we're going to be focusing on having specifics on posters instead of kind of a general, vague idea. Of course, there's going to be plenty of announcements and plenty of kind of paper publicity. But also, and this is very important, we'll be trying to minimize the cost as much as possible for each and every single event, while at the same time not sacrificing quality. So they'll be just as fun, just with a little bit less money.
And now just a question for you both. Why do you guys think that you are best qualified for this position?
I have quite a bit of leadership experience, both from 3 years as a student council member and also from my church's youth group. I am committed to serving the student body from the freshmen to my fellow classmates. And thus, with the Lord's help, I hope to provide the guidance that CHS student body can use for the 2009-2010 school year.
Well, of course I'm going to be biased about this question. But like my buddy said, I've had a good amount of leadership experience. I've been on student council this last year, been captain on sports teams, and ran for political office in some homeschool groups. But in the long run, none of these things really matter, because the most important quality of all is a willingness to serve our Father in heaven. And by serving Him, I hope that I will be able to, the best of my ability, serve my brothers and sisters in Christ in the student body.
And that concludes our interview. Cedric, Gabe, I wish you the best in this upcoming election. And viewers, God bless.